Councilman David Maffei will throw out the first pitch to start the home season for the girls softball team at Lawrence High School. Nice job there, Councilman.
And at this time, Dr. Maffei would like to address both teams with a few words.
Thank you very much. What an honor this is to throw out the first pitch on this brand new field and to have two of the strongest teams in the league participating. This is fantastic. I would like to thank Coach Z for giving me the opportunity to throw the first pitch to begin the Lawrence softball season. As a former mayor and the oldest councilman, I don't get the opportunity very much. When you join a team of any sort, the main objective in one's mind is to win against your opponent, always respecting the rules and regulations of your sport. But you will receive so much more than that, just participating. You join a family that respects and works together for a common purpose, to win. You will meet those who will become your friends, sometimes for life. You will receive the advice of your respected coaches. Listen to them. They only have your welfare in mind as decisions are made. Learn and grow. Develop your character so that disappointment is just another factor in your quest, the very best that you can contribute. You have the support of those that you live with, your friends, your teachers, all who care about you. So many want you to succeed. Be courteous, respectful, play hard, but most of all, have fun. Good luck. I will be following your season. Thank you very much.
Thank you again to everyone, including Dr. Maffei, for coming out to support Lawrence High School softball team this afternoon. Best of luck to Hopewell Valley and to the Lady Cards today. It's time to play ball.
Once again, that was Councilman David Maffei from Lawrence Township throwing out the first ball and giving a little speech. We now get into the game as the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs are at bat. Lawrence pitching. First pitch is down in the dirt for ball one. This is a pie for Hopewell Valley at bat. And the pitcher is Erica Crawley for Lawrence. Second pitch. That'll be called for a strike. Crawley with a windup, and the throw is a little low for a ball two. 2-1 the count. Sun shining brightly here at the Cardinals' Nest as the girls softball team is playing on the new turf field. I believe this is their first game playing on turf. Should be quite an experience for them. 3 balls, 1 strike the count now as Crawley gets the home plate range dialed in. Fourth pitch is low. That will be a walk. Putting a pie on first base. That will bring up Carroll for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs. Carroll taking a practice swing there, getting ready to go to bat. Now stepping into the batter's box. And here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Carroll steps back into the batter's box. Crawley with the pitch. That one's low, gets away from the pitcher, and we've got a runner stealing. Wow, gets 2 bases on that one. So that's Arai, who stole all the way from first to third on that play. Bulldogs in scoring position now. 1-1 the count. And Carroll pops one out of there. Runner will tag up and go. Ball drops in for a double. So the Bulldogs off to an early lead in this game, 1-0, with the runner on second. Next up to bat for the Bulldogs should be Sharp, number 4. Here's a pitch to Sharp, and it's low for ball 1. Crawley looking it over. And here she goes with the pitch. Low for ball 2. Pitch is low again for ball 3. And a pitch. That one's called for a strike. 3-1 the count. Runner on second. Here's the pitch. And it's a line drive. Runner advances, and the runner comes home, beats the throw for the score. That gives Sharp a double with an RBI. Nice at bat for Sharp. Next up for the Bulldogs, number 11, Kent, will be batting. First pitch is low. Runner will stay put at second. Top of the first inning here in Cardinal Stadium as the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs are leading 2-0. Here's the pitch. Popped up. And that one's caught for an out. Next up at the plate will be Orlando for Hopewell Valley. And we'll have a little bit of a wait here as the umpires consult. Looks like they're ready to get back into the game. Orlando patiently waiting at the plate. And Crawley will see if she can get one past her. Line drive to third base and thrown out at first. That's an out for Lawrence against the Bulldogs. 2 outs, 2 runs have scored. Runner advances to third, so we got another runner in scoring position. Next up for the Bulldogs will be Crew. Pitch is high for a ball. Crawley delivers another one. That's good for a strike. 1-1 the count. 2 outs, 2 runs, and a runner on third. Crawley looking for the pitch. There it is. Crew will pop that one foul. And out of the park it goes. No play for anyone on that one. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Crawley would like to get this last one past Crew to end this inning. A little low for a ball. 2-2 the count. Crawley with the pitch. That'll be low for ball 3. Full count. Three balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up and caught for an out. That will bring the top of the first to a close. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV. That will bring us to the bottom of the first with Lawrence at bat. First up, take a swing at the ball will be Bella Andujar. Out on the mound, pitching for Hopewell Valley is Long. And that looked like that just barely bounced foul before she got a glove on it. So Andujar will return to home plate. That will simply count as a strike. Andujar ready for the next pitch. Lets it go for strike 2. Long with the pitch. Andujar gets a piece of it and thrown out at first base. So out number 1 against the Cardinals. They have to do a little better if they want to tie this game up. Next to give it a try will be Bree Seals from Lawrence. Bree steps into the box, ready for the first pitch. And that one is low and wide for ball 1. Pitcher had to scramble to go fetch that one. Seals awaiting the next pitch. And it's a pop fly. Foul, but caught by the first baseman for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down for Lawrence. Need to make something happen here, and the person to do it is going to be Haley Lestitian. Lestitian ready for the first pitch. Didn't like that one, but the umpire calls it a strike. Lestitian steps back into the box. Here's the pitch. And it's a line drive. Lestitian beats it out. And no throw to first. Here comes back to the mound. So Lestitian with a easy single. Something starting to happen for Lawrence now. Next up to the plate will be Meg Kiernan, number 23. Kiernan ready for the first pitch, and she hits it right away for another line drive. And another single. Lestitian advances to second, so Lawrence, while having 2 outs, now finds runners on first and second. Next up to the plate, Robin Seidman. First pitch to Seidman is high. Ball 1. Here comes the pitch. And low for ball 2. Seidman readies herself. That'll be wide for 3. Meanwhile, Kiernan seems content to just stay at the base. No attempt to steal or lead off. Here's a pitch. Called for a strike. Long gets one over the plate. Seidman could afford to let that one go. Here's the next pitch. And that's inside for ball 4. That will send Seidman for a walk to first base. Lawrence now with the bases loaded. Up to bat comes Athena Thomas for Lawrence. She'd just love to get a grand slam. She'll let that one go for a strike. Thomas back in the box. And that one's a grounder to the third base. Throw to first. Gets Thomas out, and that will retire the Cardinals at the end of the first inning. Your score, 2-0. Bulldogs leading here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Now for the start of the second inning.
What are you going to do?
Bulldogs at bat. First up will be Crew. Number 17. Getting ready for her first swing. I'm sorry, that's not Crew. That's Hainzen. First pitch is a ball. One ball, one strike the count to Hainzen. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike two. There's a pitch. Strike three. Well, it's a strike, but there goes a runner stealing first. And there's an unusual play. Hainzen gets to first on a steal. Next up will be Long. Pitcher taking a turn at bat. Got a runner stealing second, and she makes it in time. Safe at second. Hainsman has been pretty good at stealing, apparently. Stole first, now stole second. Long hits it to the pitcher. Crawley makes the play to first. One out, but runner advances to third. Scoring position now for the Bulldogs. That should bring up number 20, Bodie, for her first at bat. There's the pitch to Bodie. She looks for the bunt. Nothing there. Strike one. Bodie back in the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Once again tried for that bunt. Strike two. Here's a pitch. Pop fly out of the park. That's a foul ball. We'll hold it, 2 strikes. And the next pitch to Hainsman. She pops that one out of there. It'll drop into the pocket. She'll get a single out of that, and the runner scores for 1 RBI. So Bodie with a single and an RBI. That'll bring the score to Lawrence 0, Hopewell Valley 3. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. It brings Arai to bat. Arai's first at bat, she got a walk. And the umpire makes sure the plate is clear so everybody can see where the strike zone is. Arai gets a piece of that one. Throw to second. And that did not go as planned for Lawrence.
Go, Mia, come on.
But they get the call on second anyway. 2 outs against the Bulldogs. Arai sitting at first, hoping to get batted in. And referees or umpires taking a moment to have a quick chat out at the mound. Got everything resolved, and that should bring number 24, Carroll, up to the plate. And Carroll's first at bat, she got a double and brought a runner home. Looking to see if she can do that again. There's a steal for second. Save at second. Hopewell Valley now with a runner on second. But 2 outs. Carroll steps back into the box. Check swing, called for a strike. Strike 2. And it looks like Crawley might only be 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Carroll tips it foul. Count will hold at 2 for the strikes. No balls yet. 2 strikes and 2 outs. Crawley with the pitch. And that one gets pounded right up the middle. Runner goes for home and makes it. So Carroll with a single and an RBI. That'll bring the score to 4-0 as the Bulldogs lead over the Lawrence Cardinals. Next up at bat will be Sharp. In her first at bat, Sharp got a double and an RBI. And she gets a piece of that one right off the bat, and a grounder.
Good job, Mary.
Runner holds at second. So now Hopewell Valley with runners at first and second. Next batter to step up to the plate for the Bulldogs will be Kent. In her first at bat, Kent got a pop fly for an out. She'll be looking to see if she can do a little better. First ball goes by for a ball. Hopewell Valley with runners on first and second right now. 2 outs on the board. Crawley with the pitch. And that one gets pounded toward the outfield. Drops in between the fielders. And the Bulldogs will get 2 runs out of this. Throw comes into third, holding Kent at second. So Kent with 2 RBIs and a double. Next up to the plate will be Orlando.
Good job, Katie.
Orlando was thrown out at first in her first at bat today. That one lopes in there for an easy double by the looks of it, and an RBI as well. Nice hit by Kent. That brings the score to 7-0 as the Bulldogs are pulling away from the Lawrence Cardinals right now. You're watching LTPS TV. Quick chat out at the mound. Try and get Crawley some reassurance. Next up to bat will be Crew. Crew had hit a pop fly for an out in the first inning. This is a grounder, but it bounces foul. Strike 1. Crew looking for a pitch. And this time it gets through the shortstop. Runner makes it home for another run, bringing the score 8-0. And Crew gets a single out of that. Next up to bat for the Bulldogs will be Hainesbon. Hainesbon in her first at bat struck out and then stole first. Looking to see if she can get on the base on her own merit this time. That one's called for a strike. Hainesbon, by the way, not only stole first, but went on to steal second when she was out there in the first inning. Swing is tipped foul. 2 strikes on the board against Hainesbon. Crowley doing her best to get out of this inning. Here's Crowley with a pitch, and it's popped high. Little contact on the infield, but catch is made, and that'll be the third and final out for the top of the second inning. Costly inning for the Cardinals, though, as the Bulldogs scored 7 runs that inning to bring the score 8-0. Cardinals now at bat for the second inning. Ava Glahn stepping up to the plate. This will be her first at bat. Pitch goes by for a strike. Glahn looking for the next pitch. And she'll get a piece of that one. And that one drops in for a single. Nice hit by Glahn. Next up at the plate for Lawrence will be Juliet Harrell. Harrell steps into the batter's box. There's the pitch. That one goes by for ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 1-1 the count. No outs. Harrell back in the batting box. Here's the pitch. And Harrell bunts. Harrell tries to make it to first. Doesn't beat the throw, but advances the runner to second. So sacrifice bunt for Harrell. That should bring Nat McGann to the plate now for Lawrence. This will be her first at bat. First pitch, low for a ball. Second pitch. That'll also be a ball. Long having a little trouble getting it across the plate. That one's popped foul for a strike. Long with the pitch. That one's strike 2. So 2-2 the count now to Long. Sorry, to McGann. No use swinging at that one. Ball 3. Here comes the pitch. in the dirt, and that will give McGann a walk, as Lawrence now has runners on first and second with only one out. Chance for Lawrence to get back into this game. Bella Andahar up at the plate now as we return to the top of the order. She was thrown out at first in her first at bat. There she pops one up. And that's caught for an out. Andahar's been getting a piece of the ball, just hasn't made it to first base yet. That should bring up number 18, Bree Seals. In Seals' first at bat, she also did a pop fly that was caught for an out. She's looking to see if she can do a little better. First pitch. Looked like a foul tip there, and that's called for a strike. Here comes the next pitch. Low for a ball. 1-1 the count. We're here in the bottom of the second inning. The score is 8-0. Bulldogs leading. There's another foul. Strike two. Bree Seals getting pieces of it. Needs to hit one out of there. And here comes the pitch. Very low for a ball. Runners are going to steal. So Lawrence now with runners on second and third. 2 outs on the board. So Seals has to make this one count. Here comes the pitch. And a nice line drive. Runner scores, so Lawrence gets their first point on the board. Seal gets a single and an RBI. Lawrence now has runners on both first and third. 2 outs, and Haley Lestitian coming up to bat. Lestitian got a single in her first at bat this game. She'll pop that one up, and it'll drift foul, but hot for an out. That will bring the inning to a close as the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs are leading 8-1 over the Lawrence Cardinals here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Now for the top of the third. Looks like Long will be stepping up to the plate. This is one pitcher who's not afraid to step up to the plate and take a swing at it. Her first attempt ended up being thrown out at first. First pitch to Long is a ball. Second popped foul for a strike. By the way, we got a new pitcher in the game for Lawrence. That's Rayanna Indelicato on the mound. Let's see what she can do with this one. Well, she certainly got the speed on that one, just a little bit low for a ball. Indelicato with the pitch. Long gets a piece of that one, hits it out to the shortstop. Throw to first, easily picked off for an out. So first batter out for Hopewell Valley. That should bring up number 20, Bodie, to the plate. Bodie got a single and an RBI in her first at bat. And she gets a piece of that one right off, but it goes foul. Nicely fielded by the third base coach. Bodie back in the batter's box. That was low, but she didn't check up in time, and she'll get called for a strike. 0-2 the count. There's the pitch. And she tries to check up once again, gets caught for a strike, and that will be a strikeout for Indelicato. Two up and two down as Indelicato seems to be finding the measure of the Bulldogs. Next up at the plate, Arai. In her two previous at-bats, Arai has walked and gotten a single, so she's gotten on base every time. She's looking to see if she can keep that record intact. Ball and a strike. Here comes a pitch from Indelicato. Hit out towards center field. And Arai will hold up at first. So Arai has gotten on base every time she's come up to bat this game. I guess that's what you expect out of a lead-off batter. Next up to bat will be Carol. Carol's got a double and a single in her two previous at-bats, and both of them brought runs home. Throw to first. Tries to pick off Carol, but she gets back in time. 2 outs on the board. Hopewell Valley with a runner on base. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike, and 2 outs.
All right, just one more. No.
Carroll pops it up. Easy catch for the Lawrence first baseman, and that will retire the Bulldogs for the top of the 3rd inning. Score still 8-1 as the Bulldogs lead the Lawrence Cardinals here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Now to start off the bottom of the 3rd inning, Meg Kiernan for Lawrence will step up to the plate. She got a single in her first at bat. She's looking to see if she can make something like that happen again. Pounds the first pitch. And, oh, that one gets away out there in the outfield. And Kiernan will make it to second, just beating out the throw. Nice heads-up running by Kiernan.
Good tip. Good coaching out here.
Rihanna Indelicato will step up to the plate for Lawrence. Did a nice job on the pitcher's mound. Let's see what she can do with a bat in her hands. Here's the pitch. And that'll be another ball. High for ball 3. And Indelicato gets a walk.
Good call, Coach.
Yeah, here's the sister. Is it Tanya?
Athena Thomas stepping up to the plate now for Lawrence. She'll pop that one up, and it drops in between the fielders. She'll make it to first. Single for Athena Thomas. That also advances the runner to third. Lawrence in scoring position here.
No.
That will bring Ava Glon to the plate for Lawrence.
Wait, but I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass.
Glon got a single in her first at bat this game. There she gets a piece of that one. And looks like she made it to first okay. Unfortunately, the play at the plate got the runner. So single and an out on that same play. That will bring Juliet Harrell up to the plate for Lawrence. Harrell was out in her first at bat. Looking to see if she can get on base this time. She'll tip the first pitch foul for a strike. And Harrell ready to get back in the batter's box. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll be a strike. Here comes the pitch. That one gets pounded out towards the outfield. And caught for an out, but it leaves a scoring opportunity. So Lawrence puts another run on the board as Juliet Harrell does a sacrifice fly to bring the run home. Next up to the plate for Lawrence will be Nat McGann. Eight to 2 the score. Bulldogs leading with 2 outs against the Cardinals. McGann will be stepping up to the plate momentarily. Here she comes into the batter's box. First pitch, high and outside for ball 1. Long with the pitch. McGann takes a swing, but no contact. Strike 1. Long ready for the next pitch. Here it comes. McGann lets that one go for another ball. 2-1 the count. And that one's a strike. 2-2 the count now. Here's the pitch. McGann gets a piece of it. And the runner is tagged out in between the bases. That will bring the inning to a close as the Cardinals score 1 run that round here on the Cardinal Sports Network. Now to start things off here in the top of the 4th inning for the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs will be Sharp. Sharp's gotten a double and a single in her 2 previous at-bats. This time she'll pop one foul, and it's caught for an out. Next up at bat will be Kent. Kent popped one out, got caught for an out on her first at bat. Her second at bat, she got a double and batted in 2 runs in the process. And Delicata looking to throw the pitch. There it goes, and that one's hit out towards the outfield. That'll be fielded by the center fielder. And Kent will stretch that one out to a double before the throw gets there. Nice play by Kent. That will bring Orlando back up to the plate for the Bulldogs. Orlando is thrown out at first in her first attempt. Then in the second inning, she got a double with an RBI. Orlando is going to pop that one up. And it goes well foul. past the dugout. Strike one. Here's the pitch. That one's popped pretty much the same place the first one went. Strike two.
Come on, Kate, you can hit that. Come on, girl.
Orlando trying to get this one going the right direction. That one goes by for a ball. And Delicato with the pitch. And batter checks up. So Orlando stays alive for another pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Only 1 out on the board and runner at second. That one's popped up and caught by a third baseman for an easy out. 2 outs against the Bulldogs. That will bring up Crew. In her first 2 at-bats, Crew hit a pop fly that was caught for an out, and she got a single with an RBI. See what she does this time. Late swing, missed for a strike one. And Delicato really burning those pitches in there.
What time you got? Start warming up. Katie, start warming up.
Here comes the pitch. Little low for a ball. Runner will steal third. So Bulldogs now in scoring position. And Delicato back out at the mound. And Crew will step back into the box. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike 2. And Delicato looking to put this one away. Here's the pitch. Outside for a ball. Runner at third, not taking any lead, playing it safe. Pitch is outside for another ball. Full count, 3-2 with 2 outs.
Be a hitter.
Here comes the pitch. That one's hit out and throw to first, picks her off. That will end the inning as the Bulldogs manage to score no runs here at the Cardinal Sports Network. Now for the bottom of the 4th inning, the Cardinals are at bat. First pitch to Bella Andujar. That'll be called a strike. Next pitch is a ball. Andujar has not yet gotten to base. Trying to change that this go around. He's the leadoff batter for Lawrence, so we're at the top of the order. That one goes wide for a ball. 3-1 the count. And Johar looking for the pitch. And she pounds that one out of there. And goes well out into the outfield. And she'll beat the throw. Getting a double out of that, a stand-up double. Nice job by Andujar. Next up to the plate for Lawrence will be Bree Seals. In Seals' first 2 at-bats, she did a pop fly that was caught for an out, and she got a single with an RBI. So Seals looking to see if she can repeat the RBI part of it. First pitch is a strike. Here comes the pitch. That one's hit, right into the waiting mitt of the first baseman for an out. Next up to bat for Lawrence will be Haley Lestitian. Her first at bat, Haley got a single. Her second at bat, pop fly was caught for an out. First pitch looks low for a ball. Here comes the pitch. And that was pounded out towards the outfield. Nice hit by Lestitian. Outfielders can't get a hold of it. And that will be a single for Lestitian, as well as advancing the runner to third. Lawrence now in scoring position. Lawrence trying to see if they can make a comeback in this game. That'll be tough to do after that second inning, but they're doing their best at it. Meg Kiernan at the plate. And runner steals second. Lawrence now with runners at second and third. Well, apparently that pitch must have brushed against Kiernan, and she's given a base. So Lawrence now with the bases loaded. Brianna Indelicado at the plate now. First pitch to her was a ball. Second pitch to her looked like it might have been a ball as well. Here comes the pitch. That one's high for ball three. Here's the pitch. Called for a strike.
Come on, Pearl.
Only one out on the board and bases loaded here at Cardinal Stadium. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up high. And it's missed by the outfielder. 1 run scores. Runners will all hold. So a single for Indelicado and 1 RBI as well. That will bring number 34, Athena Thomas, back up to the plate. Her first at bat, she was thrown out at first. Her second, she got a single. That one will be called for a ball. Thomas back up at the plate. And she'll pop that one out of there. That one's caught for an out, but it allows an opportunity for a run to score. So sacrifice fly by Athena Thomas brings another run home for Lawrence. Score now 8-4. Bulldogs still leading as Cardinals are narrowing the gap. Ava Glunn now at the plate. First pitch. Tipped foul. Two outs on the board here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ava Glunn at the bat. And she knocks that one foul for a strike. Strike 2. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Glunn goes down swinging That'll bring the fourth inning to a close, but the Cardinals scored 2 runs that inning for a good inning. Here on the Cardinal Sports Network, you're watching LTPS TV. Now for the start of the 5th inning, we'll be looking for Hainesbond to come back up to the bat. Hainesbond stole first base in the 1st inning, and in the 5th inning got a single. Looking to see what she can do this time. Brianna Indelicato is still at the mound, rolling for the Lawrence Cardinals. And first pitch is a ball. Second pitch gets knocked out toward the outfield. And that will drop in for a single. Next batter to come up to the plate should be Long, the pitcher for Hopewell Valley. She's been thrown out at first both times she came up to bat today. She's hoping to improve her fortunes. Attempted bunt tips foul. That will be a strike. Long retrieves her bat and steps back up to the plate. Here's the pitch. Looking for a bunt, couldn't get it. Throw to first, and it's an out. So Hainesbond manages to get the single, get to first base, and is thrown out trying to steal second. Good field work there by the Cardinals. Here's a pop fly by Long, and that one will drift foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count on Long. Here comes the pitch, and it's a grounder. Throw to first is there in plenty of time, and for the 3rd time this game, Long gets thrown out at first. 2 outs now against the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs, as Bodie will now be stepping up to the plate. Second inning, Bodie got a single and managed to bring a run home. Swing and a miss on that one. 3rd inning, Bodie struck out. We'll see what happens this time. Here's the pitch. Low. Oh, not that low. It's still called for a strike. 0-2 the count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That one's low for a ball. And Delicata getting ready. Here comes the pitch. And that one's a little high for a ball. 2-2 the count. Delicata with the pitch. And she gets caught looking. Strikeout. So that will bring a close to the top of the 5th inning. That will bring Lawrence up to bat for the bottom of the 5th. Stepping up to the plate first for Lawrence will be number 5, Juliet Harrell. Harrell has yet to make it onto first base today. However, she did manage to bat a run home with a sacrifice in the 3rd inning. And the ump holds things up for a moment just to reposition his mask. Looks like he's ready to go now. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 for Harrell. There's a pitch tipped. Foul. Nobody was able to get to it to catch it, so that would just count as strike 2. Harrell back at the plate. There's the pitch, and she goes down swinging. Juliet Harrell not able to get on base. Next up at bat should be number 2, Nat McGann. McGann walked in the second inning. Did not make it to base in the third. And she's got one strike against her now. That one was a little high for a ball. That'll bring the count to 1-1. Only one out on the board. Score still 8-4 as the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs are leading the Lawrence Cardinals. There was another strike against McGann. Swing and a miss, and she'll go down swinging. Long having a good run at the mound this inning as she's putting them away one after another. 2 up and 2 down. Now Bella Andahar going to try her turn at the plate. In the fourth inning, Andahar managed to get a double. Ball and a strike to Andahar so far. Long with the pitch. Andahar takes a swing, does not connect. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch, and that one's high for a ball. 2-2 now the count. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. Ball 3. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. And that one ricochets off the plate, and Andahar will take a base. Her patience is rewarded. Next up to the plate, number 18, Bree Seals. The second inning, Seals managed to get a single and bat a run home. Seals was looking for the bunt. Didn't find it, so that one's called for a ball. There's the pitch. That time got called for a strike. Seals was looking for that bunt again. Here's the pitch. And it's tipped foul right over the visiting team dugout. 1-2 the count. Runner on first and 2 outs. That was a little close. She'll duck that one for another ball. 2-2 the count. Seals connects with it, sends it out towards the outfield. And the fielders aren't able to handle that. That will be a single. Nice hit by Seals. Runners now on first and second for Lawrence. 2 outs. And Haley Lestitian steps up to the plate. Lestitian's managed to get 2 singles this game. And we have a steal for third. Lawrence now in scoring position. Along with the pitch. Lestitian lets that one go by for a strike. However, another runner for Lawrence will steal second. So runners at second and third. Lestitian with 1-1 to count. Low for a ball. Here comes the pitch. And that one looked low for ball 3. Here's the pitch, and Lestitian pops one up Runners are going, but to no avail as that one's fielded for an out. That will retire the order as the Hopewell Valley Bulldogs lead with a score of 8-4 over the Lawrence Cardinals. Hopewell Valley now coming up to the plate for the start of the 6th inning. And that one is caught right on the fly. So Arai only gets one swing at it before hitting out. That will bring Carroll up to the plate for the Bulldogs. Carroll's had a double and a single, a couple of runs batted in. Having a pretty good game so far. She did pop fly for an out in the 3rd inning. Looking to do better than that. That one's up in the air, and it'll drift foul. Carroll steps back into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. And that's low for a ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 2. Here's the pitch. I think that'll count as a tip foul. Count will hold it 2-2. Here's the pitch. Pop fly. And caught easily by the Cardinals for an out. 2 up and 2 down. That will bring Sharp back to the batter's box. Sharp started off the game with a double, driving in a run. Got a single in the 2nd inning and a pop fly in the 4th for an out. See what happens this time. Here's the pitch. Check swing. That will be called a ball. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That's a strike. And Delicata with a pitch. Low for a ball. 2-1 the count. 2 outs, no one on base. There's the pitch. And it's a grounder over to second base. Throw to first is there in plenty of time to retire the field. So that will do it for this inning for the Bulldogs. Coming up next will be the Lawrence Cardinals at bat. And here we are at the bottom of the 6th inning with the Cardinals at bat. Meg Kiernan will be leading off for the Cardinals. Meg's gotten on base every time she stepped up to the plate today with a single, a double, and a hit batter. But not this time, as the ball is caught for an easy out for the Bulldogs. That brings up Robin Seidman to the plate. She was actually walked earlier in the game. See what happens with this at bat. There's a pitch, and Seidman will let that one go by. That one will roll by for a ball. Here's a pitch. inside for a ball. And that one's popped up, but lands foul. Seidman will return, pick up her bat, and go back in the batter's box to finish this one out. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. She checks up and draws a ball. So full count, 3-2 on Seidman. Here's the pitch. And that was called a ball. That will send Seidman to first base for her second walk of the game. Next up will be Athena Thomas. Thomas has had a mixed bag of at-bats this game. She was thrown out at first in the first inning, got a single in the third, then had a sacrifice fly in the fourth to drive a run home. Two strikes against Thomas for this round. And here comes the pitch. That one's low for a ball. And here's the pitch. Ball 2. 2-2 the count. Runner on first. Only one out. Low for a ball. That'll be ball 3. Full count. And she goes down swinging. That's 2 outs against Lawrence. Ava Glon coming up to the plate next. Ava's had a couple of singles early in the game. Struck out last at bat. And she gets hit by the ball for a free run up there to the first base. Lawrence now with runners on first and second. Brings up Juliet Harrell. Harrell has yet to get on base, although she did drive a run home with a sacrifice fly in the third inning. And Harrell's coming over for a quick consultation with the third base coach. That was a quick consultation. Here she comes back up to the batter's box.
All right, focus right here, Katie.
And here's the pitch. That one's popped over the shortstop and in for a single. Nice hit by Harrell. Cardinals, despite having 2 outs, find themselves with the bases loaded. And coming up to the plate, Nat McGann. McGann got on base on a walk in the second inning and hasn't managed to get on base since then. Now would be a good time to do it. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball 2.
All right, come on, Katie.
Come on, Katie, you got this.
Here's the pitch.
Good pitch.
Swing and a miss.
Beautiful job.
2-2 the count. And he blows by for a strike. Called a strike. Will retire the inning. That will do it for the Cardinals at bat. We now move into the 7th and final inning of this game. High school ball, we only play 7 innings. Leading off for Bulldogs will be Kent. Kent's managed to get 2 doubles today, including batting in 2 runs in the second inning. That second inning did a lot of damage to Lawrence's hopes, and here she gets a piece of that one, but is thrown out at first.
Good play, nice play.
The second inning, the Bulldogs managed to score 6 runs. If you look at the scoreboard, you take away those 6 runs, Lawrence would be winning right now. So it's been a pretty close game other than that 1 inning. Pop fly by Orlando, and she's out. Two outs. Score remains 8-4 as the Bulldogs lead the Cardinals here at the Cardinal Stadium. Now stepping up to the plate, Crew. Crew takes a mighty swing. No hit on that one. She's gotten on base 1 time this game and batted a run in the process. There she got a piece of that one, and it looks like she's going to make it to first without a problem. So another single for Crew. Next up, number 1, Hainesbond. Hainesbond got on base twice this game. First time by stealing first base. Called for a strike. Delicato with the pitch. And the ball thrown to first for the last inning, or the last out of the inning. That will retire the Bulldogs, bringing up Lawrence Cardinals for the last at bat of this game. Cardinals have some making up to do here if they want to win this one. And there's a bunt right off the bat. Throw to first is too late as Andahar executes a perfect bunt. Nicely played by Andahar. Next up to the plate will be Bree Seals, trying to see if she can keep the momentum going that Andahar just set. Lawrence with a runner on base at a time when it's sorely needed. Ball is high for a ball. Andahar steals second in the meantime. Manages to beat the throw.
All right, Katie, come on, girl.
Don't worry about that, Ronnie. Get the batter. Come on. You got this.
Seals still at bat.
You and the batter.
And she'll step back into the batter's box. That one's called for a strike. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch, and that one's definitely low for a ball. 2-1 the count now. Here's the pitch.
Good pitch.
Called for another strike. 2-2 the count.
Yeah.
Seals with a swing and a miss will go down swinging. First out for Lawrence in the final inning of the game. That will bring up Haley Lestitian. Lestitian has gotten 2 singles today, and she'll be looking to try and get another on-base performance. First ball goes by for a strike. Here's the pitch. And that one's tipped foul. That'll be strike 2. Here's the pitch.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. Lestitian goes down swinging for the second out of the inning. That will bring Meg Kiernan up to bat. Kiernan's been on base a few different ways. She scored a first, a single, a double, and she managed to get on base by being hit by the ball. Probably wasn't the plan she had. First pitch is the ball. There's the pitch. That one's in for a strike. 1-1 the count. 2 outs on the board. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Lawrence trailing by 4 points with a runner on second. And that one gets popped up and caught for the final out of the game. The Hopewell Valley Bulldogs are victorious over the Lawrence Cardinals with a score of 8-4, largely on the strength of the second inning where they scored 6 runs. Thank you to our cameraman, Sabor Tahir, for shooting this game. And thank you to everyone for tuning in to watch another exciting episode of Cardinal Sports.